President Biden under fire for declaring Easter Sunday the Transgender Day of Visibility, while at the same time banning children from submitting religious-themed Easter egg designs at the annual event for military families. Critics calling out Biden, who claims to be a devout Catholic, for making the proclamation on Good Friday, the day Christians remember Jesus' death on the cross. Biden issuing a 365-word proclamation on Christianity's holiest day, critics pointing out this was done intentionally. On the day millions of Christians will be celebrating that Jesus has risen from the dead, Biden made this lengthy statement. Now therefore, I, Joseph R. Biden, Jr., President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim March 31st, 2024 as Transgender Day of Visibility. I call upon all Americans to join us in lifting up the lives and voices of transgender people throughout our nation and to work toward eliminating violence and discrimination based on gender identity. Critics calling what Biden did evil, House Speaker Mike Johnson calling it outrageous and abhorrent. The American people are taking note. National radio host Todd Starnes saying that Democrats and Biden hate Jesus. Matt Walsh from the Daily Wire going so far as to call Biden a demon. Women's rights advocate Riley Gaines calling the administration evil, demonic, and wicked beyond what I thought they were capable of. Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves calling Biden's proclamation an intentional attempt to insult and mock Christians across America. But Biden also made a scathing attack on Republicans, stressing transgender Americans are part of the fabric of our nation, adding, but extremists are proposing hundreds of hateful laws that target and terrify transgender kids and their families, silencing teachers, banning books, and even threatening parents, doctors, and nurses with prison for helping parents get care for their children. All this as the children of National Guard troops told they could not paint Easter eggs with religious themes as part of this year's Easter egg roll at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. It's supposed to celebrate military families. Religious symbols and overtly religious themes banned for being questionable content. The Trump campaign hitting Biden on the Todd Starnes show, Trump's national press secretary Caroline Leavitt telling Todd Starnes it's appalling and insulting that Joe Biden's White House prohibited children from submitting religious egg designs for their Easter art event and declared Easter Sunday as Trans Day of Visibility. Adding, we call on Joe Biden's failing campaign and White House to issue an apology to the millions of Catholics and Christians across America who believe tomorrow is for one day, one celebration only, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. As a follower of Jesus myself, I will say the central message of Resurrection Sunday is this. Jesus died, was buried, and resurrected so that you and I might have eternal life with him. He is the one true Messiah, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And as many have pointed out online, God will not be mocked. That's my take. What do you think? Is President Biden mocking Christians by turning Easter Sunday into a day to celebrate transgenderism and taking shots at conservatives and Christians in the process?